When it comes to selling cocktails in your bars, rum cocktails are going to make up a huge percentage of your sales. So it's vitally important you know some of the big hitters so you can make more money. But let's be honest, the world doesn't need another how to make a mojito, another how to make a strawberry daiquiri video. There are hundreds of those here on YouTube. But what the world does need is more inspiration about how you take those big hitters and put your own riffs and twists on them to help you stand out from your competition. And that's where I come in. It's what I love doing. So today, I'm going to give you a daiquiri, I'm going to give you a Mai Tai, and I'm going to give you a Queen's Park Swizzle that I actually prefer to a mojito. I think it's much better than mojito, and I flipping love mojitos. So I'm going to give you those three cocktails, but with cool little riffs. These three cocktails are all really simple and really easy to make. More importantly, they're really cheap to make. And when you put those things together, that guarantees you a minimal time investment, but maximum profit in your till. So to start you off, let's look at the Mai Tai, and I'm going to show you my Licor 43 Mai Tai riff. I've been banging on about Licor 43 now for a good few weeks. I absolutely flipping love this stuff. I think it's one of the most diverse spirits, or liqueur, keep calling it spirit, most diverse liqueurs out there I think you should have, and it just works so well in cocktails. So first ingredient you're going to need, I'm using Plantaray in this video. I think you need kind of some form of darkish rum, and I've gone for their original dark here. But no Mai Tai is complete without some form of like proper Jamaican funk. So we've gone for a Plantaray Azime Maca. I think that'll just give it the little bit of punch it needs. Then obviously we need our Licor 43, and this is going to be simply replacing our orange Curacao. 43 herbs and spices, the overriding flavour is vanilla. Then we're obviously going to be needing some orgeat syrup. This is the brand that I prefer here in the UK. You do you. Even if you make your own in your own bars, you just need some form of orgeat. For me, for my money, this is absolutely banging. It gives you that sort of orange blossom water vibe in there as well. Then the final ingredient is some lime juice. I know I get hate for using bottled lime juice, but as I keep saying, this is 100% freshly squeezed lime juice. Yes, it is long life and shelf stable, but my argument is the limes in here are juiced within hours of picking, as opposed to those limes you use in your bars. They're probably 8-12 weeks old, give or take, which is fresher. And here's one for you. Whenever I do blind taste tests in daiquiris and margaritas, no one can ever tell the difference, and more often than not, this wins. So until you've done the blind taste test, don't you come at me. So let's make this in under a minute. We're going for a 25ml of Plantaray OD, 25ml of the Plantaray Maca Jamaican rum, 15ml 1.5 of your Licor 43. Adjust the taste with your orgeat. I traditionally say 15ml, but you can get away with less if you want to. It's like 10ml, but I use 15. And then 25ml of whatever lime juice you're going to use. Single strain that into your favourite glass. I always use my mates at Artists. I love their glasses at the moment. Crown with more crushed ice. Something about crushed ice, it always makes your drinks look prettier. And to garnish as a bar, you'll always have mint lying around. Of course you will. So a nice big clump of mint. And then we've got a dried or a dehydrated green lemon from Frona. Fantastic drink. Absolutely incredible drink. The vanilla and the orgeat really come through there. The funky Jamaican rum really comes in there as well. That is as good, if not better, than the original Mai Tai. Sorry, Kevin Crossman. But I love vanilla. Vanilla's a great kind of spirit for me. Liquor, gotta start calling it liqueur. It's a great alternative for me. It's not a vanilla syrup. You know, you could go down the vanilla syrup route if you wanted to, but then you lose the balance with the orgeat. The orgeat works in there. It's a fantastic cocktail. Now, I've started doing this in a few recent videos and people are actually loving this. So let's talk price for a minute. I purely go on list price because every bar will have its own different kind of buying deals, if you like. Some bars will get certain products cheaper. Some bars will get other products cheaper. Some bars will have buying agreements on certain brands. Some bars won't. I go on Master of Malt and I kind of go on a standard trade list price. So slightly cheaper than you would pay at home. Working this out at top whack with the Frona, with the mint, with the ice, this comes in top whack £2.80. £2.80 to make that drink. You can easily sell that for 12 quid. Easily sell that for 12 quid. It's a fantastic cocktail. What is not to love about that? Simple, easy, less than a minute to make it. Now for the second rum cocktail, I'm going to riff up the Queen's Park Swizzle. Made this with various different guises. This is my favourite out the lot. We're going for a Guava Queen's Park Swizzle. So first ingredient, we're going to stick with that rum because, you know, the Plantaray OD. The chances are, if you're a bar, you've got one rum. So let's try and kind of, well, or a collection of like one rum per category, if you like. So let's go stick with this Plantaray OD. Cracking rum for this kind of cocktail. I'm going to keep rocking out my lime juice. Use whatever lime juice you want to, but this is fantastic. I'm not being paid to say that. I'm just truly, I've used it for years. It's fantastic. Drinkstuff, we sell tons and tons and tons of this. It just works. And for a Queen's Park Swizzle, it is, I call it the grown-up mojito, if you like. So you're going to need some mint. You don't need all that mint, but we'll get to that in a second. The thing that makes the Queen's Park Swizzle a bit more grown-up is the addition of Angostura bitters. You kind of do use a darker and aged rum in the Queen's Park Swizzle as opposed to kind of traditionally a lighter unaged rum in a mojito, for example, but it is the Angostura bitters that kind of give it that grown-up vibe. And then traditionally in the Queen's Park Swizzle, you would go kind of a Demerara sugar. That's what you would use in there. But we're going to swap that out for another of my favourite ingredients of the moment, guava. I cannot get enough of this stuff. Guava daiquiris, guava margaritas just fly out whenever I put them on cocktail menus. It's a flavour I traditionally use in my hen party cocktail masterclasses as the starter cocktail that I give them, and it always goes down a storm. So let's start with that. I'm not going to measure, but I know roughly we want about 15 ml of the guava puree, 25 ml of the lime juice. And I'm just going to pick off about 8 to 10 mint leaves. Just pick them off the stalk. As I always say with mint, palm your hand, give it a spank, then we're just going to pop that straight in the glass. Start off with a bit of crushed ice in your glass, and start off with 25 ml of your rum of choice. Now, traditionally speaking, I would use a Lele stick, a Swizzle stick, but how many bars have got Swizzle sticks these days? So, you know, I would use that. You could, well, you could shake it if you really wanted to, but bar spoon, that's all you kind of need. Gonna give it a good churn, give good whiz up. Basically, that gets a little bit of dilution going, but starts to mix those ingredients together. More crushed ice, another 25 ml of your rum, another good swizzle. Final bit of crushed ice to make a drink look pretty. Then to make it look even more pretty, go generous, don't be shy. 4 dashes, sometimes 6, but good 4 dashes on top. Let's go 6. As I always say, you know, every bar's got some mint, so mint makes cocktails look great. So nice big sprig of mint. And then for some unknown reason, whenever I use guava in cocktails, I always go for Frona's purple apples. I just think that complements, makes stuff look really good. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love guava. I've never met anyone that doesn't like guava, especially this puree from Reals. Incredible stuff. The rum works really well in there. You've got that lovely citrusy balance from there, but you've got that lovely sort of Angostura, those bitter vibes that come through on there as well. That is a fantastic grown-up mojito. The Guava Queen's Park Swizzle is just tastes really damn good. And then let's talk price again before we move on to the third cocktail. All in, and list price, and I've gone list price on the puree, and I know you can get the puree cheaper than what I'm going to quote here, but list price, all in, the rums, the ice, the garnish, the mint, £2.50. I know full well, you're, as a bar, with your trade prices, you're going to be making that a damn sight cheaper, but £2.50, it's incredible value for money. Your profit, when it comes to pubs and bars, your profit is always in spirits, or your big profit, I should say, your spirits, your mixes, your easy to make cocktails. Then the third rum cocktail I'm going for, you've got to have a daiquiri on your menu. Daiquiris are just phenomenal. They're the best cocktails, but it's so easy to take in different directions. So I'm going to give you a pineapple and banana daiquiri without making it too cloyingly sweet, and still maintaining that sort of, my mantra with daiquiris, light, clean, crisp, and bright. That's what I'm kind of going for. So pineapple goes without saying. Plantaray, Stiggins Fancy pineapple rum, pretty much the best pineapple rum on the market because it's actually made with pineapples. Tastes fantastic, really, really good in cocktails. Now my second pick is the banana liqueur. Now, as I've said, probably like about 6 or 7 months ago now, when I kind of did this, when I was in the rum journey still. This is bizarre, this banana liqueur for me. Neat, I don't rate it. I much prefer the Giffard, the creme, whatever it's called, the banana, I forget what it's called now, but a posh Giffard version. I much prefer that neat. But when you put this in cocktails, I think it's a level above the Giffard. I really do. And it's just this bizarre phenomenon. And for a daiquiri, obviously we want some lime juice and then some sugar. But this is the thing, because that is quite sweet, you don't need much sugar. So you don't need your standard 15 ml. We're going to come to that. So to make a nice, friendly, bar-friendly pineapple and banana daiquiri, 35 ml of your pineapple rum, and then 15 ml, 1 of 5 of this banana liqueur, 25 ml of your lime juice. And this is adjust to taste, but for me in this recipe, I just literally want 5 ml. And then glass-wise, we're going for my new favourite Nick and Nora from Artist, link in the description below for that. Double strain into your Nick and Nora. And then to garnish, you don't really need to garnish daiquiris, but I've just done just for a token effort, I've just got a pineapple from Frona and a dried banana. That is just going to put a smile on everyone's face. Pineapple forward, banana up the background. It's not cloying, it's not... You know, I used to have this thing for moody daiquiris. If a daiquiri wasn't like white and aged rum, I wasn't a huge fan. Even like flavoured daiquiris, completely different. But you know, like classic daiquiris, that is almost virtue for me on that classic daiquiri, that light, clean, crisp, bright. But it has got that banana that comes up behind it. The pineapple is there. It's really not sweet with that 5 ml of sugar syrup in there and that lime. It's just lovely, beautiful, clean, crisp. It's a fantastic daiquiri. Now let's talk prices for this, and this might really shock you because at those restaurants you can see that's a standard Nick and Nora glass, you know, about 5 ounce Nick and Nora glass. After shaking with that volume, that's virtually filled it up. That's all you need. So price-wise for this, top whack, sort of list price or a normal sort of trade price for this, £2.20, including that. Including that, I've allowed sort of 10p for the pineapple and the banana. Even at a tenner, £10, there's over £7.50 profit there, straight in your tills. I mean, come on, let's get serious here for a second. That is a fantastic daiquiri made with proper premium ingredients. Put that on a cocktail menu, list the ingredients you've used. It's done right. £10 the bare minimum for that. That is just easy, easy money. So your turn to get involved now in the comments below. What are your three easy like rum cocktails, but with your own twists on them? So I'm not talking like strawberry daiquiri. I'm not talking like classic mojito. What would you put on a cocktail menu using those classic rum cocktails that everyone knows, but with your little twist on them? Put them in the comments below. And if you have made your own sort of rum cocktail, your famous cocktail with a riff, take a photo of it, upload it to Instagram, tag me in the actual photo, and that'll live on my tag feed at Steve the Barman. I'll try and share as many as possible to my stories. I'm getting a few now come through ever since the redirection of this channel a couple of months ago. And as I said in the previous video, 87% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed to my channel. So it would really help me out. If you love me, if you want to support me, the best thing you can do is hit that subscribe button so you see my content much earlier. And if you want to learn about other classic cocktails that you can riff up and put your own spin on and sell in your bars, then dive into that video right there.